So the first card you have for your past is the Four of Swords. So yeah, I'm getting this feeling of kind of, it's like you're waiting, you're anticipating something big that was going to happen. And I think you knew, there was this feeling of knowing that, you know, something big was ahead of you. And I think you knew that you had to kind of do this thing. Yeah, this was actually a positive thing, or it was going to lead to something very positive. And I think you knew that this was going to lead to this positive thing. And you knew this was going to improve your life, it was going to upgrade your life or something like that. But this also had a lot of hard work around this. It was kind of quite, you're kind of anticipating this. You knew there was a lot of hard work that was going to be around it. And you're also kind of a little bit scared about this as well. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you knew you were kind of heading into new territory, a very different area or something like that. I hope this is making sense. It's not like you're procrastinating, but it was kind of like you were trying to get your head around what you needed to do. There are a lot of different kind of elements to this problem. It was kind of a confusing problem. It's not just like you knew you had one problem and you had to work on it and fix it and that was it. It was like there were a lot of different kind of facets to this problem, a lot of different elements to it. And you kind of thought, well, I have to tackle that, but then that's kind of dependent on that thing over there, and then that's dependent on that thing over there. And if I tackle that and I do that, then that might make something else go wrong. Or, you know, it was kind of quite complicated. There were a lot of different kind of, facets or elements to this big problem. But I think there was one main thing and then a lot of other smaller things. That's kind of the idea that I'm getting with this. And I think that you will be able to tackle at least one part of this very soon, if you haven't already. Again, one main thing, and then other things are going to kind of start to happen very quickly after you've been able to tackle the one thing. But I think all of this stress and all of this hard work that you'll have to do after this time of waiting, I think it's going to actually lead you to some really amazing blessings. So it's going to be all worth it. All of the stress, all of the problems are going to really, really be worth it. I'm seeing that. And I am seeing these blessings because I'm seeing, if you look at this beautiful stained glass window, it's a bit difficult to see. But there is there's a kind of, what can I call him? I can't think. Oh yeah, priest. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. There's a priest, and he's kind of blessing a man. There's a man kneeling down in front of this priest, and he's blessing the man. So I'm seeing blessings coming to you, and kind of when the light streams through the window, the blessings are going to shine down on you. So I think you might know what some of these blessings might be. I think you're anticipating some really positive things coming to you. But then it was like at this time you kind of weren't sure where to start or what to do to kind of get on the road toward those blessings. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. The next card you have for your past is the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, part of this hesitation around this big thing that you're kind of planning, it might have been financial, it might have been to do with money, because if you look at this card, there's a family or there's a group of people behind, and then there are a whole lot of coins kind of forming a barrier between you and the other people behind these coins, if that makes sense. So maybe you thought there was some kind of financial barrier to doing all of this. I'm actually seeing a lot of mixed things though. I'm seeing it might be, there was a financial aspect to this, but it wasn't all practical. It wasn't all financial. Some of the concerns were emotional as well. So it was kind of it's a very mixed up problem with a lot of different facets, financial, emotional, mental, all sorts of different things. So it was a very confusing thing to kind of unpick. I'm seeing, all of these different parts kind of wound up almost like a ball of string, and you wanted to unravel the string to be able to see everything that you had to do clearly in front of you. But everything was kind of tied up, kind of knotted up, and you couldn't quite see where to start. But again, try not to stress about this too much. I know it's hard. I know you're quite wound up and stressed about this whole thing. I can really feel this. You might still be like that, but you definitely were at this time in your past. But yeah, if you are still going through this, just know that you will solve this. You'll get, you'll sort out one problem, and then the other things are kind of going to fall into place after that. And yes, it's not going to be easy. There is a lot of work around this, but once you've solved one part of this, you're going to be able to see what you need to do everywhere else. It's like once you've solved one thing, it's going to open up the path to show you where you need to go after that. I hope that makes sense. So the last card you have for your past is the Page of Swords. So I think you didn't realise how much on top of things you were. You were on top of things, like this page is on top of this hill, but you just couldn't see that yet. It was like you kind of couldn't quite see where you had to go with this. You still had a lot to learn as well. There was a lot you didn't know yet. Like this page. Pages are often seen as students. So yeah, you just need to needed to work out what you had to do with this one particular problem, and then after that, things would come quite quickly after that. You at this time, you still couldn't quite see that yet. And I'm also feeling a bit of pressure around you as well, because this page is kind of fighting people off with his sword. So I'm seeing there could be some people around you, or there could have been at this time, and they might have been pressuring you. I don't think they meant to pressure you. I think there were some people who were just curious about what you were going to do, asking you lots of questions. And you didn't want to answer these questions. You wanted to just get on with what you had to do, because I think talking about what you had to do and going over it again and again and answering all these kind of questions everyone's asking you, was just, first of all, that you kind of felt a bit like it wasn't anyone's business really. And the other thing was, you just didn't want to waste your time talking about it. You wanted to get on with it, because you knew that there was some kind of blessing or positivity coming after you had solved all of this. I hope this all makes sense to you, because it is quite a confusing problem you had that you had to kind of unravel at this time. The first card you have for your present is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings in this card. You did have a lot of mixed emotions, mixed feelings, financial, emotional, a lot of things all mixed up together. It was kind of a great big jumble of things. And kind of one thing was dependent on the other thing. You kind of said, oh, if I do that, then that's going to ruin that, and then I don't know about that. It's all kind of like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this is kind of what I'm seeing here, what I'm feeling when I look at all of this. It's quite unclear. It's hard because the Queen of Wands is usually very clear. She knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. She knows who she wants, and she knows who she doesn't want as well. And I'm actually seeing someone. Yeah, I'm seeing a love connection in this. I'm seeing someone who you love being around. You love talking to this person. They're really, really great to talk to. You're very relaxed when you speak to this person. And this might be a love connection, or it might be a potential love connection, because I'm not sure whether you're with this person. I'm getting a little bit of feeling a little bit scared around this as well, just like you're feeling scared about this problem. Yeah, you might not be together, you might not be quite together, or something like that. I keep on seeing you kind of on the edge of being together with this person. You're very busy at this time. Certainly in your mind, you're very busy. You have a lot on your mind. And yeah, because you have this great big change that you're kind of working through and thinking about. So it could be that, maybe you're just feeling at this time that you don't have enough space in your head for a proper relationship. That might be not why you're not quite together. But you love being around this person. I can see that. The other thing I'm seeing is there could have been a relationship in your past that was kind of really passionate, but you didn't really have, you had a lot of passion in this relationship in your past. This is what I'm trying to tell you what I'm seeing. And you'd like that again. Part of you would love to feel all of that passion and everything again. But you're a different person now than you were at the time when you felt that passion with this past person in this past relationship. You have a lot more responsibilities now. You have a lot more problems now than you did at that time. Life was a lot simpler at that time that you were with that person, and now it's a lot more complicated. And I know you're always thinking about that passion and you want to get back to that passion that you felt with that person. And you know, Aries like passion. They're very passionate, obviously. They like full-on passion, and that's fantastic. But you've got to stop thinking about what you miss. You miss that passion, I know that. It's not that you can't ever have that passion again. And you do feel relaxed with this new person, I'm seeing that. But it doesn't mean you won't have that passion with this person. You just haven't experienced it yet. Sometimes it takes time to work up to that. Sometimes, you know, if you're just friends, how do you know? If you're not properly with this person, how do you know that they're not passionate? They might be. You just need to give this new person a go and stop thinking about this old person. That's what I keep on seeing in this. I'm also seeing with this person who's around you, who is a potential kind of, who you could have a potential relationship with. I'm seeing them happy to support you as well. They'd be really happy to support you in whatever you have to do. They even assist you in things you need to do. And again, I'm seeing this all or nothing thinking with you. You always have that. You have this, you know, I'm seeing you're caught between what you imagine are two extremes, passion or no passion. And it's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. You do always have this kind of all or nothing thinking. But again, you know, this is a great person. This is a fantastic person. And you know that. You're very relaxed around them. Very, very relaxed around this person. That's what I'm seeing. I know that was all jumbled up. I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. The next card you have for your present is Death. So yeah, I can see why you'd want to get all of this kind of thing out of your head before you go into a relationship, because part of it's that as well, that you just have so much going on. And you might be telling yourself that this is the reason why you're not in a relationship with this person yet. But I think after you've gotten through this and you'll find yourself kind of experiencing this new positive change, and you've kind of gotten through this big problem, I think you're still going to be feeling undecided about this love connection. I think this card might actually be a message to you. The Death card is about complete change, getting rid of the old and embracing the new, or moving on to something completely new. So I think there are some things you're going to have to get rid of. You're going to have to get rid of this all or nothing thinking, that you either have passion on this side or no passion on that side. It's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. And also you're going to have to get rid of this person in your head, this old relationship in your head. I'm seeing that. I mean, this old past relationship was very passionate, but it came with a lot of heartache as well, a lot of heartache. Now, passion doesn't have to come with turbulence, and stress-free love doesn't have to have no passion. You can have a passionate relationship that is not turbulent at all, and you can have a kind of you can have a stress-free relationship that has a lot of passion with it. You can. Everyone's different and every situation's different. So, try to kind of let go of missing that passion and thinking that you can never have that again. And this new person might not bring you what the old person gave you. The old person gave you a lot of problems, I can tell you that. The last card you have for your present is the Three of Wands. So yes, again, I'm seeing a similar message in this card. If you look at the man in this card, he's put work, he's put effort into something, and he's kind of standing on the edge of the water. He's looking out over the horizon, I should say. He's waiting for a result to come back. He's also thinking about where he's going to go next. He's looking out into the future and he's thinking, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to this amazing place. I can see I have these amazing blessings coming to me. I'm looking out. I'm looking forward to that. So you might be thinking about whether you want to bring this person, this love connection, this new person with you on your journey where you go. But, you're hesitating. If you look at the Three of Wands in this card, there are two wands next to this man, and he's holding on to one of them. But there's also one behind him. And this represents to me this person of your past, this past relationship hiding behind you, or not hiding, but kind of sitting behind you like a shadow over your potential new relationship. So try not to let your past relationship, this one that was full of passion and turbulence, affect this connection that I'm seeing around you now. Get this person out of your head. Passion is fantastic. It doesn't mean, just because you had that in the past with this old person who had this personality type, it doesn't mean that you're not going to experience passion with someone who has a different personality type. That's what might be bothering you, and you have to let that go. You have the Death card, let that go. So the first card you have for your future is the Sun. Beautiful card. So this card can be about, obviously it's a very happy card, it can be about breakthroughs, happy breakthroughs, obviously. I think the first part of this, or the first facet of this thing that you're holding back on, this big problem, is going to start to kind of solve itself at this time. You're going to get this breakthrough with this big problem or this thing. And I'm seeing someone might be helping you with this, actually. Someone very close to you. This is probably a friend. I don't think this is this love connection. I think this is another person helping you with this. Again, I keep on seeing that when you find a solution to this problem, the first part of the solution, which is what you're doing now, everything else is going to start to fall into place and flow from that. And that's what's going to happen from now on. And, I think from now on, you're going to know exactly what to do and where to go. The other thing I'm seeing is you're going to have to probably travel. I'm seeing travel around this. You're going to have to travel to a new place. It might not be a great big trip. It might be a small one. I don't know. It's some kind of traveling. Now you're either going to go and travel to somewhere with this friend, and that's going to be a part of this solution, if that makes sense, or you're going to meet them somewhere. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's going to make sense or not to you, but that's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is the Hanged Man. So yes, look at this man. There's a light glowing around his head, a light bulb. So yeah, this breakthrough is going to make everything clear in your head. You're going to see this path in front of you. And once you see the path in front of you, you're going to be so much more relaxed about everything in life generally. It's like, this first section, this first piece of the puzzle falls into place, and then you can see where every other piece of the puzzle needs to go. So you're still going to have a lot of work, I'm seeing, but once your mind's kind of focused and you know exactly where you need to go, you're going to be so much more relaxed. That's what I'm seeing. You're not going to be stressing anymore. Your head's not going to be buzzing, because I'm looking at this man, I'm seeing a kind of a buzzing head. So you're not going to be like that anymore, and it's going to free up your mind as well. Now I'm seeing as well, you have a lot of, you have a business thing that you're looking toward, or some kind of project, or some kind of thing that's very important to you. Now it's about work, but it's your own personal project, your own personal work project, or something like that. Now, once your mind is free and your mind is clear, like this man in the Hanged Man, a lot of really, really good ideas are going to start to flow into your head toward this thing. So relax your mind, let them all come in, and a lot of new growth is going to come from that. Because, if you look at this Hanged Man again, he's hanging from this tree, and there's a lot of beautiful green leaves coming from this, a lot of beautiful growth coming from this. So that's fantastic. So yes, the last card you have for your future is the Three of Pentacles. So again, this is really, really positive. These are your blessings. Your blessings are going to start to come in. So again, I'm seeing this project or this business thing that you're thinking of. Now, Yeah, this is something that's really, I mean, it is work related, it's business related, obviously, it's money related with these coins. But, it's like this means a lot more to you than just work. This is something that's really at your heart. Whatever this is, it's a part of you. It's very important to you. It's like you're a part of it and it's a part of you, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just looking at these three coins and I'm seeing a kind of a trinity. Your mind, body, and soul are all really involved in this thing. You're putting your whole mind, body, and soul into this. And I think you weren't able to put everything into this until you actually had this breakthrough. It was like you're waiting, you wanted to put everything into this, but you had to kind of get past this problem first. And now that you've had this breakthrough, you're going to be able to do this and put everything into this. You don't have that stress of everything else. You're just going to be able to put everything into this. I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. And the other thing I'm seeing with this is recognition. So eventually, after you've done all of this, you've finished this project or whatever this is, you are going to get some kind of recognition for that. That's what I'm seeing. Because this man, he's up on a platform. It's like he's up on a stage. I'm not saying you're going to be on stage, but you are going to kind of accept something or shake someone's hand or get some kind of recognition from this project. That's what I'm seeing is going to happen. I know that was a little bit confusing. I hope it wasn't too confusing for you. I was trying to articulate what I was seeing and I hope it wasn't too kind of crazy.